I've been asked a couple of times, what's this walking route that you're on? And where are you going? And I said, well, why don't I just shoot a video that sort of takes you on that trip with me and Georgia. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the loop, which is where I am now. We'll drop down into the, you can just sort of, we walked right off the edge there, and I'll go east, then come back west, and then come back east. So do a loop and just show you where I'm going and give you a bit of a sense of what that walk is about. Now, there is a bit of talky in there, just sharing some thoughts about a legacy project that I'm going to be working on called Awarests. So keep an eye out for that. The other thing that I would mention is I'm not putting music to this. I am just going to leave the sounds as they come about. That could include silence, which is beautiful as well. So let's head on down. Often where I start is coming down this hill and then down the road, and we find ourselves on the major dirt road. And as you're walking along, you get to see some really wonderful aspects of trees that are being used in different ways. This one has passed along and being used in a lot of other ways now. And as you know, I've spent many years working outdoors and tapping into nature and how it supports me and how I use it to guide my thinking, and gives me really great metaphors, not unlike the beaver here, and doing its work and supporting other elements of the forest edge, sometimes to the detriment of some trees that are here, you know, flooding back in. Some of the spruce trees don't quite like being that wet. In the long run, it seems to work itself out and find different ways for everyone to get together and support each other, which is how I'd like to see community. So I have thoughts around developing that Awarests storyline, bringing some of these thoughts out and doing it through legacy and Legacent, and bringing awareness from forests to forests because of forests, and just bringing it all to life and having fun in doing that, and inviting you to get involved, because there may be something here that you might go, oh, I could support that. I could get involved. Maybe I'm already involved in something to do with forest and trees, or hey, forest and trees sounds like a really great legacy project. Maybe we can share some time together and figure out what we can do. I'm going to put reference to an article down below about the status of forests and on a world basis. Very interesting summary and lots of links to a lot of other storylines around forests and trees. So you can mosey on through that and have a read and see where it takes you. And one of the characters, Walter, in Solace Grove, I'm going to have him bridging Legacent groups and sharing stories, that metaphoric stories, and from Awarests, and bringing it into Solace Grove, which is of value to all of us. It's a way for me, through writing, to think through some of these ideas. Some of them will become children's books, very simple ones. I don't know if I'll get into novel writing, but we'll see. Anything's possible. And just enjoy. This is one of the rocks along the path that I always enjoy, just slowing down and just climbing up and stepping up into the path and keep moving forward. It's a place that I just say thank you to the stone persons. And Georgia and I just continue on. The great thing about paths is that you get to meet others with their dogs, especially around here, and I enjoy that as well, because there's just a friendliness associated with those who walk with dogs. Trying to give you a perspective of a couple of big white spruce trees. They're just grand old spruce trees. Oh, the stories they could share about who's walked on this path, what's happened in that creek below. Just think of them as the elders of the path, and what can we learn from them. You taking me home there, Georgia? Georgia? Taking me home? Ah, yeah. So we continue along the path. I'm going to share a little bit of it with you, just so you can see it. It started to rain again. Not as many bird songs around. One of the little maintained bridges along the path. Always appreciate because it washes out. Sort of like a spring comes out of the rocks right there and draining the top. And it flows through, it goes out and down. I've always enjoyed this tree as well. I almost walked by it again. Just the nature of the trunks. Quite a tree. Come here. Come here. Hey. Well, a quick shout out to Georgia, my walking companion, who finds joy in some really interesting things, just in the grass, just in whatever it is that presents itself. And I think there's something to be learned from that. And there's often times when I'm just walking behind her, taking in what she's taking in. I'm not going to sniff the grass, but just saying, oh, here's something. Oh, here's something. So I just wanted to celebrate Georgia today.